Hello, welcome to studentlearning.in, your e-learning buddy. Welcome back to our channel, guys. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to join the family.
Today I am going to explain it's a very important aspect of big data that is called Apache Hadoop. So Hadoop is an open source framework that is provided by Apache Software Foundation, and it is developed by Google, and the scientist name is Doug Cutting and his team. So Apache Software Foundation or Hadoop is used for sorting and processing huge datasets with a cluster of commodity hardwares. Or we can say that there is another aspect of Apache Hadoop, that means Hadoop emphasizes on moving code to data instead of data to code, because code is similar than data, so it is easy to move around. It's very simple concept. Suppose your data set is 10 kilo lines and 20 kilo lines, so it's not easy to transfer your data set to one location to another location. But in case of code, you can transfer your data or your huge data within a single or two lines of code. So it's another very useful aspect of Apache Hadoop. Another one, it is a stage that gives both distributed storage means SDFS, and there is some computational capabilities or computational techniques that is called MapReduce. There is one more very important aspect of Apache Hadoop, that is accessible. Hadoop keep running on expensive bunches of VMware machines or on distributed computing administrator, for example Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, that is called EC2. There is one more application that is called B2B. In case of B2B means business to business. In this scenario, Apache Hadoop is also very useful. And in case of Hadoop specifically handles greater data with the addition of many hubs to the groups. And there is one more popular features of Hadoop, that is called Robust. In this feature, Hadoop is expected to keep running on commodity hardwares, has the presumption of regular equipment breakdowns, and most such disappointments are effortlessly handled. And Hadoop allowed to concentrate on what is most essential to us and our information and what we need to do with it. In terms of cost reduction, the cost of big data project with Hadoop is low. That means with the help of Hadoop you can reduce your project cost or your big data cost. Next is aspect why we can use Hadoop, or why do we need Hadoop? Because there is a lot of applications and lot of organizations already use Hadoop ecosystem, like Amazon, A9, Facebook, Google, IBM, Just, Last.fm, New York Times, PowerSet, View, Yahoo. These are organizations are very comfortable with Hadoop framework. And now next point is why Hadoop is beneficial over RDBMS. So there is a lot of differences between Hadoop and RDBMS. So in case of Hadoop, there is a known structure and structured data, but in case of RDBMS, it support only structured data. In case of Hadoop, there is a scale out, but in case of RDBMS, there is always scale up. In case of Hadoop, the programming is either procedural or functional, but in case of RDBMS, there is always declarative queries. In case of Hadoop, offline batch processing, but in case of RDBMS, there is online and batch transaction processing. Hadoop is always handle petabytes, but RDBMS is handle gigabytes. Hadoop is also work on key value pairs, but in case of RDBMS is always work on predefined fields. So this is all about Hadoop. Next is why Hadoop. That means there is a lot of advantage to using Hadoop. In case of performance, storage, scalabilities, fault tolerance, cost efficiency, searching, log processing, recommendation system, analytics, and video and image analysis. This is most powerful applications of Hadoop. That's why we can always offer Hadoop instead of any RDBMS and some other techniques. So come to the main part of Hadoop, that is Hadoop provides a platform to work with huge amount of data that has to be analyzed, visualized, and organized. You remember that there is three things: analyze, visualize, and organize with the help of Hadoop framework. So the concept of Hadoop goes hand in hand with the concept of HDFS. HDFS means Hadoop Distributed File System, and there is one more common technique that is called MapReduce. That are its two key components of Hadoop ecosystems. First one is HDFS and second one is MapReduce. So in terms of HDFS deals with storage part of execution, while MapReduce has the ability to compute them. That means all the part of computational that is handled by MapReduce. These days Hadoop is being widely used as they are written in Java programming language. We know that Hadoop is an extension of Java and Hadoop is always written in Java programming language. So any broad aspect of HDFS? So HDFS is a reliable distributed file system that provides high through output access to data. That means in case of Hadoop, file is always divided into 3 blocks. 3 blocks is 64 MB megabytes, and each block replicated 3 times. That is by default. And MapReduce is a framework for high performing or for computation or for algorithms part. That is handled by MapReduce. So in terms of mathematical definition of Apache Hadoop, that is very simple. So Apache Hadoop equal to HDFS plus MapReduce. That means in the combination of HDFS plus MapReduce is called Hadoop. So there is some basic component of Hadoop. First one is name node. Name node is work like a supervisor. Secondary name node, job tracker, task tracker, and data node. There are a lot of data node in a single Hadoop application, but there is a single name node, and there is different responsibilities of job tracker, task tracker. This is the core component of Hadoop. So you can see the Hadoop layer is divided into 2 parts. First layer belongs to HDFS layer. HDFS layer means there is 2 components only, name node and data node. And in this diagram there is a name node and there is 2 data node. You can increase your data node as per your requirement, but name node is single because name node is work like a supervisor. Similarly is a MapReduce layer. There is a 2 division, there is a master and slave. There is a task tracker and job tracker. So job tracker assign the job with the help of task tracker. So these are 2 main components of Hadoop. First one is MapReduce layer and second one is HDFS layer. So next topic, that means job in Hadoop ecosystem. So there is a lot of job in Hadoop ecosystems. Like a job is some task submitted by the user to the Hadoop cluster. That means it's a main job of Hadoop ecosystem. Second one, the job in the form of program or collection of program in the form of jar file, which need to be executed. These are main job of Hadoop ecosystem, and there is a lot of attributes in Hadoop like programs. Second one is input data to the program. That means file or collection of files in a directory. Third one, it's an output directory where the result of execution is collected in a file's job MapReduce. First one is program, second one is a file, third one is a output directory. So there are 3 attributes of Hadoop. Come to the main point, that is jobs of Hadoop. So job number 1, program will be submitted into cluster in the form of jar file. It's understood, that means program will submit it into the cluster and in the form of jar file. That means program always submitted in the form of jar file but submitted into the cluster. Second one, packaging of all the classes. That means we can collect or we can package all the classes. Third one, programs need to execute on the particular set of data. So these are main job of Hadoop. So there is a problem. Suppose 20 plus billion web pages into 20 KB, that means 400 terabytes one computer can read. That means 30 to 35 MB per second from disk. That means 4 months to read the web. That means this kind of data we need 4 months. So that means we need more and more times, and near about 100 hard disks required to store this kind of web data. That means there is a 2 problem. First is time and second one is storage. Similar problem, suppose with 100 machine less than 3 hours, but we need communication and coordination, we need recovering from machine failure, status reporting, debugging and optimization. So these are many problems in case of big data, but with the help of Hadoop we can solve all the problems with the help of cluster of machines. Cluster of machines, there is a lot of clusters of machines. After that there is distributed storage. That means we can distribute our storage in terms of cluster. Third one is distributed computing. So this is all about applications of Hadoop, requirement of Hadoop, why do we need Hadoop, or what is the difference between Hadoop and RDBMS.
Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your questions in the comment section down below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Student Learning. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, basically everywhere. The link is always in the description. We will be back with more lectures. Stay tuned and have a good day. Bye.